Stevie Ray Vaughan's distinctive guitar can be heard on most of the Let's Dance album, but Bowie's management were unsure if he could handle the discipline of a world tour. Frank Sims.
Being a blues guitar player, he was not really in tune with being able to do something like playing station to station. He didn't know what to do on station to station. Too many changes from station to station. He'd be great on Gene Genie. Or even Let's Dance. 2 or 3 chords, great. Blues man, great. But he wasn't a chordal player. He didn't follow chordal changes. He was a blues guy, a 12-bar blues kind of guy. So he was a little bit loose, not always showing up on time. So he was like kind of like an Austin, Texas shit kicker kind of guy from the sticks, right from the sticks. One day on a Sunday, and I remember why it was a Sunday, because it was a Sunday paper came out. The Dallas Sunday paper came out. There was in the living section, there was a huge full-page picture of Stevie Ray Vaughan with the hat and the buckskin jacket and the guitar. On the lower corner, there was a tiny little picture, almost as big as a postage stamp, of David Bowie. So his girlfriend at the time, Lenny, brought the paper during rehearsal. We were on stage, she walked in the front of the stage, took the paper, laid it at front of Stevie Ray Vaughan's feet, and pointed at, like, look at that. David saw that, stopped the song, stopped everything, please. And he, into the microphone, he said, "If you were a man, I'd kick your ass." To Lenny. So everyone just kind of shrunk, and everyone just like lost about 3 inches, and everyone just kind of went like, okay. So she took the paper away and walked away. And then he told Stevie Ray Vaughan he wanted to see him later on. So later on, my brother George and I, after rehearsal, went up in the elevator, and when we got to Stevie's floor to go visit Stevie, because we were friends with Stevie too, because he was from Texas and we were from Oklahoma. So we kind of hang, hey, I'm from Tulsa, hey, I'm from Austin. So as we came up, David was coming from Stevie's room into the elevator to go down. So we were coming, and so as it turned out, they had a talk. They had a talk. So they straightened each other out. We had gone back to after the Dallas rehearsals, ready to take the plane to Belgium. Everyone appeared in the lobby. Everyone with the guitars, bass guitars, horn guys with their horns, everybody with their backpacks, everybody ready to go get on the plane, get on the bus to go to the plane. And there was Stevie Ray Vaughan and Lenny and Stevie's manager, this old shit-kicking cowboy guy, a real nobody from Dallas, but who wanted to be his manager, but who didn't really understand the real big life. And they were sitting there all dressed up in their country stuff, and we all filed into the bus, and Stevie Ray Vaughan and his manager and his girlfriend just stood there in the lobby as the bus pulled out. I couldn't believe it. I said, we're leaving this guy behind, this guitar player. He's in the lobby. They said, you're not going. Because he had gone to Muddy Waters' funeral without telling anybody where he was going. So he was gone for about 5 days. Nobody get in touch with him. And they figured, we're not going to bring a guy like this, a loose cannon, a squeaky wheel, onto the tour when he's not going to show up for a gig? What, we have like 60,000 people. He's not showing up? No, we can't do that. So they called Earl Slick and told him to meet us in Belgium. But he was nowhere near the guitar player that Stevie Ray Vaughan was. We were all getting $1,000 a week, and the manager said, like, Stevie wants $1,500 a week. And I'm sure the manager thought, like, what is this kind of, either he's worth a lot of money or he's not. And also Stevie Ray Vaughan's manager asked that he, the manager, and Lenny, his wife, ride the plane, our private plane. The word before that was like, nobody outside of the band and crew is going to be on that plane. Nobody. That'll get ridiculous, out of control. And they wanted to do it. So that became, but they were very small issues. The major issue, I think, was his unreliability. Yeah. I'm certain that was it, yeah.